In the quiet village of Umuokpara, in the heart of Igbo land, Chioma was known as the girl with bright dreams. She was 19, brilliant, stubborn about education. Her father, a palm wine tapper, always told her, Chioma, akukwo bu undu, education is life. And she believed him. She had just gained admission into a polytechnic in Owerri. The entire compound celebrated her. Her mother slaughtered a chicken. Neighbors said she would become the first graduate in their lineage. But life had its own plans. The secret. It started during the New Yam Festival. Music filled the air, masquerades danced, palm wine flowed freely. That night, under the moonlight, she trusted Emeka, the motorcycle rider everyone admired. He promised marriage. He promised to speak to her father after harvest season. 2 months later, Chioma began to feel dizzy. At first, she blamed malaria. By the 3rd month, her wrapper could no longer hide the truth. She was pregnant. The storm. When her mother found out, her scream echoed across the compound. Chioma, Nwam, how could you do this to us? Her father didn't shout. He didn't beat her. That was worse. He simply removed his red cap and sat silently. In Igbo culture, pregnancy before bride price brings shame. The elders would talk, the umuada would whisper, the churchwomen would judge. Emeka? He denied it. He said, I'm not the only man in this village, he said coldly. Chioma's world shattered. The choice. Some women advised her mother quietly, take her to the herbalist before it grows. Others warned, if she keeps it without marriage, who will marry her later? Chioma cried every night. She thought of ending everything, the pregnancy, her dreams, even her own life. But one evening, as she sat behind her father's hut, she felt the baby move for the first time. A tiny kick, life, and something changed. The stand. The next morning, she knelt before her father. Papa, I have sinned, but I will not kill this child. I will still go to school. I will suffer the shame, but I will not run. Her father looked at her for a long time. Then he said quietly, in Igbo land, a child is never a curse. It is people who make it so. He stood up, adjusted his wrapper, and added, you will go to school. This child will carry my name. That was the day Chioma stopped being a girl. The aftermath. The gossip lasted months. The church suspended her from the youth choir. Some friends avoided her. But she gave birth to a baby boy. She named him Chidubem, meaning God leads me. With her mother's help, she resumed school a year later. She hawked akata in the evenings to support herself. It wasn't easy, but she graduated. Years later, she returned to Umuokpara not in shame, but as a teacher. And when young girls whispered about boys and promises under the moonlight, she would gather them and say, your mistake does not have to be your end, but your choice after the mistake will define you. Moral. In Igbo land, honor matters, but courage matters more. And sometimes the child you never planned becomes the reason you rise.